What is up, guys, and welcome back to my F1 2016 mobile career mode. Today we have the British Grand Prix in season 3. I strongly recommend you go and check out the last episode if you haven't seen it already. As you can see on screen, it was quite crazy, and it's the same as with every episode this season. Today we're just looking to continue our momentum, except I want to win my home race.
Welcome to Silverstone, home of the British Grand Prix. This iconic track held the very first World Championship Formula One race back in 1950, and it's a firm favourite amongst the fans and drivers alike.
So it is P4 on the grid for our home race. Welcome to the start line at the British Grand Prix. Interestingly, a 1-3 for Mercedes, so let's see if they could finally maybe get some decent points this season. Hamilton on pole for his home race. Let's see if he can get just his second podium of the season in race 8. And that's still incredibly surreal, to say something like that. We're starting on the soft tyres. We're going on a one stop to hards today as we rev up to 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix, and we are underway. It's a good start for us off the line. Initial reaction time, a poor one for Ricardo. Rosberg immediately up into P2, into turn 1. The AI go a little bit wide. Hamilton drifted out wide and cut across the racing line. Otherwise I was going to try and sneak up the inside of him. It doesn't matter, we're going to take the racing line though as we go through turn 3, round the outside. And look at that, we're just blitzed straight into the lead of the British Grand Prix. But on lap number 3, the two Mercedes, Hamilton especially, is all over my gearbox as we head into Maggots and Beckett's. The AI have quickly evaporated. I managed to pull out about a 3-second lead. However, that lead has now vanished as we're on lap number 3 because the AI is so good around this circuit, honestly, especially into corners such as Copse. And this corner coming up at the end of the Hangar Straight, I can't exactly remember what it is, which is not good from my part. But the AI can quite easily gain a second on me through here. It's absolutely unbelievable how they can just keep it flat. As we are now cutting on to lap number 4, I'm heading through Luffield, and still Lewis Hamilton's all over the back of me. I'm just, every lap for me is a qualifying lap, and we're going side by side heading onto the old pit straight. I've got the outside line, I can pick up the racing line. I was able to carry more speed, so we're still going to remain ahead of Hamilton for now. The tyres are going off, I'm going wide through Copse. Yeah, this is just such a tough race. Thankfully on the mini-map you can see my teammate Raikkonen's here as well. We're starting lap number 5 now. I've just had to absolutely bail out of that because of the tyre wear, and also because I'm just getting so much understeer, and I didn't want to suddenly steer back onto the track because then I would have unfairly taken Hamilton out. So no wonder I got a corner cutting warning for that, because it was just absolute track limits violation. Anyway, heading down the Wellington Straight, I'm weaving a tiny bit just to try and break the slipstream. Although it doesn't really work much in this game, I'm still, I'm trying to be careful and do everything I can to try and preserve this lead. I've gone a little bit deep there into Luffield. Hamilton doesn't need any further opportunities than that, and the Briton goes up into the lead of his home race. However, I'm going to call it quits straight away at the end of the lap on those tyres. Look at the lead Hamilton's pulled out already. That's just stupidly OP, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. So we're now going to call it quits and change our tyres onto a set of hards for a one stop, so we can have as little tyre wear as possible. Slight changes to the setup, a good stop 2.4 seconds, but unfortunately you may or may not have noticed the pit stop glitch has taken place. So we're going to come out of the pits in P13 it is, because we're just going to get ahead of Perez into turn 3. So yeah, that pit stop glitch is so annoying because it costs me extra time in the pit lane, which is not fair, because the AI is just going to gain loads of time on me. As we're now at the end of lap number 6, I go so deep there in trying to overtake Haryanto, as we see Wehrlein heading to the pits there on the right hand side. So we're going to cut on to the start of lap 7 now. This is the end of the first sector. I'm going to have a half look up the inside of Haryanto here. The Indonesian's a bit slow. There we go, up the inside of the Manor. We're getting really over aggressive now, getting the elbows out. I have to get these moves done. I don't know how many opportunities I'm going to get to pass the AI, because they have no weakness Now on lap 9, more pit stops have promoted me to P7, and we're going to try the same move on Romain Grosjean again. I know I'm being a bit over aggressive, but the AI have done this to me before. I nearly lose it on the curb, and there goes Perez. So it's one step forward, one step back. Interestingly, note in the top left where my name is, you can see that Nico Rosberg has rejoined the pits behind me. So that's something very, very interesting. So even though I didn't think I had any pace this weekend, Rosberg managed to rejoin behind me, and then he got ahead of me off camera. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to get that, but look at that. I mean, that's just crazy. I'm starting to get a little bit of tyre wear now. It's the start of lap 12. We're in P6, and we're fighting Esteban Gutierrez. He's in a Haas. Like crazy, because I know I've still got a huge lead in the championship, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if, you know, we couldn't quite secure this position, but it's still for pride, you know. It's my home race, although it's not Sebastian Vettel's home race. I still want to be doing as well as I can. Anyway, the Mexican tries to go round the outside, a race winner in Sochi. I'm going to pick up the racing line. I squeeze him out a bit there, probably way too much. As I said, this race was just so frustrating. There's absolutely nothing I could do. My personal best lap was faster than my quali lap. It was insane. Every lap was a qualifying lap for me, and I was just 2 seconds a lap slower than the AI, which is insane. Anyway, Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. Wow, I believe that's his first win of the season, and that is not something I thought I'd be saying possibly ever. I had a feeling he was going to win a race at some point, surely, but he's just looked so bad this season that that's just come as a big surprise. It really has, as I'm now just trying to control the car and bring it home to fight off Gutierrez to bring home this P6. It's a disappointing result, really, considering most of the races we've had already this season, but I couldn't do any more than that.
Sorry about that. I guess it can't all go to plan. Bring her in. We'll go over what happened in the debrief.
There's the results from the British Grand Prix. Hamilton wins. A great day for Mercedes for them to get a 1-5, knowing them this season. Also a good day for Red Bull to pick up a 2-4. Disappointing for Force India. Perez P9. He was still in the championship fight. They as a team were still in the championship fight in the constructors after Canada. And my teammate Raikkonen grabs a podium to ensure we still get a decent point haul in the constructors. I've still got a 74-point lead in the drivers' championship though. My teammate Raikkonen still in P2. Hamilton jumps into the top 6, possibly for the first time all season after his win today. That significantly boosted his hopes and Mercedes for the championship. We've still got a healthy margin lead in the constructors though. We've got double points on everyone else. Red Bull jump Force India today, and Mercedes extend their advantage in P2. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Both links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.